Morning, everybody. My name is Duncan DeHusky. I am your chair for Midwest FurFest 2022, the 22nd iteration of Midwest FurFest. We have an amazing weekend in store for you. We've been working all year incredibly hard, and I think that you're really going to be impressed with all of the things that we have to show you. Sorry about that. So we are going to bring up some folks in a minute, but, sorry. Hold on a minute. Agent Grayscale, we're not gonna...
I sense evil magic approaching.
There's no evil...
Uchiwa here, ready to guard from the skies. Is there foul play afoot?
What skies? We're inside a hotel. What are you talking...
All systems online, defense mode activated.
What? No. We can't afford a defense mode.
I've got it covered. Unlike some billionaires, I don't waste my money on destroying social media networks.
Hey guys, I just landed at Midway. Traffic is terrible. I'll be there in 3 seconds.
Why did you fly into Midway? We're at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare.
Why you interrupt Kuma while she make coffee? Kuma always ready. Kuma cream of crop.
All right, who's ready to rumble?
All right, everybody stop. There's no rumbling. There's no...
Duncan, Agent Grayscale here. Did I...
And sometimes you have technical difficulties. All right, we can go ahead and get things started. I'd like to welcome out my vice chairs for this weekend. Oh, come on out and join us, please. Thank you all so much for attending. We really do appreciate that you're here. Would like, actually, out of curiosity, how many of you, this is your very first Midwest FurFest? Oh my God. And for those of you who are coming back, thank you so much. We're very happy to have you back again this year. So I have some folks up here with me, working from my right here. These are my vice chairs. We have Noel, Rama, Theon, Woody, and Hino. And we're going to be hearing from them in a moment. To start off, actually, I want to talk about some of the amazing staff that we have here. We have, I believe, over 450 staff members, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And this is an incredible amount of volunteer hours that are going into this, and people are putting their heart and soul into it. One of the things that we do every year is that we recognize staff members who have just really knocked it out of the park. And I'm so happy to recognize some of the folks in our publications department, which, by the way, makes all the signage that you may have seen. That is Dee Bruin, who's fantastic. Oasis, as part of our human and critter resources, who has just helped keep everything together. Jennifer McFox, as part of our hotels and facilities, who helped facilitate all of the reservations. BJ Foxes in social media, who has just kept us incredibly on top of things. Kiska and Celine in registration, who have, that group is absolutely incredible. And finally, and I know he's floating around here somewhere, Zadfur, who is also part of our public relations group. Hello, Zadfur. Now, we have a lot of people making this happen, but you know what? We always do need more. You can sign up, excuse me, I'm sorry. You can go on over to the Dulles room and, over in what we refer to it as the Fishbowl, it's the conference center on the lobby level, and you can volunteer to be a gopher. And if you put in for 2 hours, you get a handy gopher pin. 5 hours, you get a gopher keychain. 10 hours, you get a iron gopher pin. And if you put in for 12 hours, that gets you a complimentary membership for next year. So go on over to the volunteers group in the Dulles room, talk to Kovric and his team, and they'll be happy to get you set up. All right, and I am actually going to pass things over to Gmo, who I believe should be over there.
Or up front.
Oh, hi.
Hello there.
Yeah, totally a normal thing to do.
Exactly.
What am I saying?
There you go.
Thank you, everybody. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our 2022 guests of honor for Midwest FurFest. We've got an illustrator and character designer from Columbus, Ohio, that has worked for IDW Publishing, Nickelodeon, Hasbro, Sesame Workshop, and DreamWorks Television. She's a mental health advocate, and her Anxiety Fox character has helped spread love and awareness for those working through struggles in life. Please welcome Nal Romero. Thank you. Thank you. We also have a black artist hailing from upstate New York that has lived in Pennsylvania and Ohio. He's worked as an illustrator, a musician, a news director, a fashion designer, and more. Every day he works to create and make the world brighter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Solar Dog. And our third and final resident of Ohio is a cartoonist and writer who got his start drawing D&D comics. He moved to New York City and worked at College Humor. You know him as the creator of Awoo Comics, starring Kevin, Pink Wolf, and Toby. I was waiting for a hiss. Anyway, please give a round of applause for AC Stewart. Thank you. We'd like to show you some highlights of their programming this weekend. You can meet the guests of honor at this year's meet and greet scheduled immediately after this opening ceremonies in this room, so please stay tuned and enjoy a QA session with our guests of honor. In addition to the meet and greet, we'd like to invite you to their panels this weekend. AC will be hosting a Let's Make a Comic at 3 p.m. today in the Hyatt Rosemont AB, which is in the back behind the elevators. Tomorrow he'll be hosting a Let's Make an Awoo Comic tomorrow at 12:30 on the second floor of the David Lawrence Convention Center. That's across the street. Soul, Jules, Brayburn, Pelly Fox, and Moss Pond will be hosting a roundtable discussion on style and fashion in Rosemont AB, 4 p.m. Saturday. And Sunday, we'll be hosting a Beyblade tournament in the Hyatt International Ballroom. That's going to be Sunday from 10 to 12. We also have the Shiny Sponsor receptions, which are held this evening. The first one will be from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., and the second will be from 5:30 to 6:30 in Ventanas. That's the rotating restaurant on the roof of the Hyatt. On Saturday morning, our sponsor brunch will be held in this room right here from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. If you're a sponsor or a Shiny sponsor, please be sure to bring your ticket and join us for that. And on behalf of VIP Services, I'd like to thank all of our volunteers, staff, guests of honor, sponsors, and attendees, and of course, all of you for making this possible. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gmo. As many of y'all know, one of the big reasons that Midwest FurFest exists is to raise money for charities that help humans and animals. And This year, it has really been an honor. We've considered a lot of different charities, and the charity that we have chosen, Street Dog Coalition, is really remarkable. And I'd like to welcome Mirko up to talk about them.
Hello, Con.
Who we have, yes, this year's charity is the Street Dog Coalition. I have Stacy Lemke here and crew from the Street Dog Coalition to tell you a little about what they do. We do put a lot of thought into where our generosity goes, and believe me, if proof from the last few years, you guys are unbelievably generous to our charity, and we hope that continues this year. Stacy can tell us a little about what Street Dog Coalition does for animals and the people who rely on those animals.
Thanks, Mirko. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us. My name is Stacy. I am the veterinary team leader for Street Dog Coalition's Chicago team. We're so excited. We're so grateful to have been chosen as the charitable beneficiary for this year's Midwest FurFest. To give you a little bit of a background, Street Dog Coalition was founded in 2015 by Dr. John Geller out in Colorado. And currently we have over 50 teams in cities throughout the United States. Our goal is to provide free medical care for pets of people who are experiencing or at risk of experiencing homelessness. We also take a One Health approach, which means we collaborate with other medical providers such as dentists, nurses, doctors, social workers, so we can also address the needs of the pet's person. In this way, we take care of the needs of both ends of the leash. Because transportation could be challenging, we actually send teams out with the night ministry, and we go out with their medical team so we can provide medical care in tent encampments and right on the street. And here in Chicago, we also collaborate with Anti-Cruelty Society, so we can provide free vaccinations, heartworm testing, deworming, microchipping, and it also allows us to provide a free voucher for spay and neuter for those pets. Protecting and maintaining the human-animal bond is of utmost importance. Being homeless is a really isolating experience. Most of these people have no communication or support from family. Their pet is their hope. Their pet gives them joy. Their pet helps protect them. Their furry friend is their lifeline. So we want you to know that your donations will be used to help us provide further medical and surgical care that we can't provide out on the street. And we are so honored to be here. We look forward to meeting all of you, and we hope you'll stop by our booth so that we can chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stacy. Our booth is our charity table. It is in Hall G in the dealer's den. We ask you to stop by and take a look at all the things they have. We got some swag that you can pick up for sale and some swag that's for free. Pick that up and learn more about Street Dog Coalition and talk to some of the people who make it possible. We have a couple of things that we do every year. First of all, our silent auction, which will be going on at the charity table. We've got some items that will be going up for auction through tomorrow evening. You can sign up and make a bid on some really cool items. And some other items will be going up at our live auction, which is going to be Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. That's going to be in the Rosemont AB ballroom here in the hotel. So be sure to come and take a look at those items and be generous. One thing that's new for this year, something that's very special that came up recently. I don't know if you know somebody named Pup Rex. This is a person who gave a lot of his time to charities that help with the unhoused, and he was very generous himself. Sadly and very tragically and suddenly he passed away a few months ago. And his partner has wanted to make sure that his fursuit goes into the right hands of somebody who might not otherwise be able to afford one on their own. So what we'd like to do is, and what he would like to do, is to raffle the fursuit off. The persona of Pup Rex is not for sale, but the fursuit will be. For a $20 donation, you can buy a raffle ticket, again, at the auction or the charity table in the dealer's den. and we will hold the raffle. We will draw the winner at the charity auction on Sunday at 11 o'clock. So come by, be generous, and help us remember him that way. And you might be walking home with the fursuit. Not only will you get the fursuit, you'll get the airline-ready carrying case that came with it. So if you didn't think you were going to come home with a fursuit from this year's con and you're flying home, we've got you covered, we hope. Also, be generous at some of the other programming that's taking place that's raising money for charity. We have a charity dance workshop. If you want to learn how to dance in fursuit, we've got that going on. You can buy tickets for that at the charity table for a $10 minimum, and we'd love to see you there. Other places will be donating or collecting money for the Street Dog Coalition. We hope you're generous there. So be crazy. We know you're a crazy bunch of people, and craziness is kind of what this weekend's all about. So we'll see you around.
Thank you. There's a Zoom call. Probably check that.
Go take.
Rude.
We'll stall. Unless there's some weird cross.
Duncan, Agent Grayscale here. Did I hear you call for us? We're ready for action.
Oh, hey, Agent Grayscale. I'm kind of right in the middle of opening ceremonies right now, but I'm glad you could make it to Midwest FurFest. Are you excited for the fun weekend ahead?
Fun? Duncan, we're here to protect the convention.
What? No, Agent Grayscale, we're not gonna...
I sense evil magic approaching.
There's no evil...
Uchiwa here, ready to guard from the skies. Is there foul play afoot?
What skies? We're inside a hotel. What are you talking...
All systems online, defense mode activated.
What? No. We can't afford a defense mode.
I've got it covered. Unlike some billionaires, I don't waste my money on destroying social media networks.
Hey guys, I just landed at Midway. Traffic is terrible. I'll be there in 3 seconds.
Why did you fly into Midway? We're at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare.
Why you interrupt Kuma while she make coffee? Kuma always ready. Kuma cream of crop.
All right, who's ready to rumble?
All right, everybody stop. There's no rumbling, there's no evil magic, there's no defense mode, and there's definitely no reason to fly into Midway.
I mean, I had miles on Southwest.
Look, Agent Grayscale, we're here to have a great time and support an outstanding charity. We're all fine, but we're really excited to have you here.
That's what you think.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Galactic Gator. You think you all can have fun at your Heroes Convention at Midwest FurFest and leave me out? Well, we'll see about that.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm hanging up now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pass things over to Theom to talk about some of our programming.
We need to talk about them about having calls in the middle of meetings. You know, it's silent. All right. So first, how's everyone doing? I know that's cheating, and I love doing that, but like, y'all can do better than that. How y'all doing? Wow. Thank you. I believed in you. So, for this convention, we have a lot of programming that's happening here. We have a lot of amazing folks who are giving their time to either entertain you, to educate you, or to possibly make fools of themselves for, yet again, your own entertainment. We have a lot of awesome things that are going to be happening here. So, those of you here who like going to the dances? Apparently, not a lot of people. Well, just so you know, every night we have amazing DJ sets that are happening at our dances. So you'll be able to pretty much hear those if you're anywhere in the hall starting at 10 p.m. But we have a lot of really awesome shows happening here at the convention on both main and second stage. So today at 6:30 p.m. here in here in Main Stage, we are having the first ever Digital Revolution Festival. Magic Records is bringing their craft here to Chicago. It's their first Midwest performance. In second stage at 7, we have the Furry Variety Show. So come and see lots of members of your community put on acts and, as I said, potentially make fools of themselves to entertain you. We have tomorrow, we have Trapped in a Musical on second stage at 1:30. For those who have been to our closing ceremonies, you might know our friend Tiller. Fine. Tiller is going to be literally trapped in a musical with some of his friends. It's going to be improv. It's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be funny. Seriously, go check it out. Another big popular event that we have that's going to be at 3 p.m. tomorrow here in Main Stage is the Neo Futurist bringing the Infinite Wrench. For those of you who... Yeah! For those of you who don't know what that's about, we have an amazing group of Chicago performers who will attempt to perform 30 plays in 60 minutes. A classic way I've always looked at how they've described it is some of our plays are meant to be funny, and we call that comedy. Some of our plays are meant to be serious, and we call that drama. Some of our plays are meant to be serious, and they turn out to be funny, and we call that art. So come check that out. On top of that, always a crowd pleaser. We have Floor Wars happening here in Grand at 6 p.m. And then tomorrow, we have the Fursuit Dance competition at 1 p.m. here in Main Stage.
On Sunday.
On Sunday, thank you. Now, we don't just have programming. We also have a ton of gaming that we can do. Down on international level, our gaming team is practically putting on its own mini gaming convention in a furry convention. It's some Inception stuff. I don't fully get it. But down there, you'll be able to find all sorts of board gaming, video gaming. There is an arcade down there, lots of rhythm games, and gosh, lots of fighting games. There is a dedicated Artemis spaceship bridge simulator room. There's also the escape rooms down there, and there's also VR gaming. VR is what gets them. Now, we know a lot of folks here want to express their fuzzy sides. If you look around you, you'll probably see people or colleagues made of fur. Actual fur. There's nothing else. No bones, no muscle. It's actually just fur. But sometimes those made of fur need a break. As a heads up, we do have fursuit lounges where you can go and cool down. We have one here in the Hyatt over in United. And we also have one in the convention center in the North Ballroom. Now, please remember, if you are suiting or you're just a being made of fur, we would like you to please remember to be safe. If you're feeling overheated, take some time, take some rest, get a lot of water. Honestly, everyone here, please drink a lot of water. Like, hydrate yourselves. And as a heads up, in the past we've had pocket schedules, but this year we don't have one. So you will be able to find the latest and greatest of what is happening on our schedule on Sked. Now, if you look at your badge at the corner of it, on the back of the corner, there is a QR code. You can use that to get yourself to the schedule, and you can also find it on our website. Now, I've talked a lot about programming, but here at FurFest, we want to make sure that everyone can be included. We want to make sure that everyone can feel that they have a space here where it is not only one that they are able to belong, but that they are able to participate in equally. That is why we have our Accessibility Services Department. And I better hear applause from all of you for that department. Thank you. Now, our Director of Thank you. They are doing good work. Now, some quick background on them. This department was created in 2019 because we wanted to make the con more accessible to everyone. This team is led and primarily composed of disabled staff members. They want to make sure that you know that feedback, suggestions, and resources are always welcome. And they do have some list of do's and don'ts for everyone to keep in mind here at the convention, so we can not only make things accessible for ourselves, but also accessible for your friends, your colleagues, and everyone else here at the convention. First of those is, please make sure that you yield to people with mobility aids. So those who have wheelchairs, crutches, walkers, canes, please yield so that they can get by as needed. Do not touch, lean on, or push on anyone's equipment. Do not bend down to talk to someone in a wheelchair. If you find it difficult to maintain conversation, pull up a chair, sit down, and have a conversation with them. You know, treat them like a human being or a furry. You get the gist. Do ask before you try to assist someone. What you assume is going to be helpful may not be what they need. So always ask first before you assist. Make sure that you speak directly to a disabled person and not to their ASL interpreter or personal care assistant. In those situations, you want to talk to them directly because you're having the conversation with them, not the person next to them. And then last, do not pet, feed, or otherwise distract a service animal. They're working. Let them do their job. Now, if you are interested in benefiting from accessibility services offerings, there is more information on the department's page on our website. For example, over in registration, there is a dedicated accessibility queue. There are accessibility wristbands, which can be obtained in Hall A in registration in the convention center, or at our accessibility services office here in the Hyatt Grand Boardroom. If you turn left when you walk out of the room, you'll see like an alcove room. That's Grand Boardroom. Now, some of you have seen our color communication badges. Those are absolutely available. If you want to be able to flag to folks and say, hey, I'm open to talking to folks right now, even strangers, only strangers. You can use green. But there are other options because maybe you're not in a state where you really want to talk to anyone and you are maybe not vibing the best. You could put the red one on. We have a lot of different options, and these are ways to flag to folks who might be walking up to you, whether you're in a condition to really talk to anyone, or if you're needing to be given some space. And then last, we know that being at a convention can be a little overwhelming. That is why here at FurFest, we do have a dedicated quiet room. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and need a break from the busy convention, down on the international level, in room Malpensa, there's a quiet room that is dedicated for your needs. And if you want to know more about that, look on SCED and look on the website, because SCED even has the rules for the quiet room. That in mind, everyone, please, thank you and take care of yourselves.
Okay, no?
Someone pass it off to Nal, who's going to be hopefully way more entertaining than I. I don't think your mic's working.
Turn on the mic. There's a switch.
Everyone's here for Nal.
It is. Technology, am I right? Hello, my name is Null. I am the vice chair over all of the vendor spaces here at the convention. I know Theo just went over a lot of wonderful programming that everyone's going to take part in, but I know what the real reason you're all here for, and that's to spend money. So once again this year, Hall G is where Dealers is. Follow the convention bridge across to the convention center. Hang a left and you will be deposited directly into the Dealer's Den. Also over there in the south ballrooms of the convention on the second floor, our art show, the newly rebranded Artist Menagerie, which is made up of the Artist Alley, the Artist Marketplace, and the new Fursuit Corner. They're all back and in the same place. However, the entrance to the Menagerie is moved back to its original position from way back in, goodness gracious, 2017, I believe. So it's around the right side of the ballroom. Let's see here. And then in rooms 57 and 55, we have our Fursuit Corner. So please check that out. We have a number of fursuit artists for you guys to check out this year. Let's see, our art show. The first thing I have to tell about art show is, hey, we have one. It's amazing. It is chock full of the absolute best and brightest furry artists in the fandom. And they have lots of original works for you to bid on. So please visit the art show, register for a bidder number, and then start participating in the auctions right away. Everything opens at 1 p.m. over there, so be sure to spend all of your money right away. Stocks are limited, so act fast to obtain the best furry merch your friends will be jealous of and your coworkers will look at you funny for. And with that, I'm going to pass it off to Rama to talk about some theming stuff, our con store, and our operations team.
Hello, everyone. So hopefully everyone's noticed that we have a theme. We have a really amazing theme this year, and we hope that everyone really takes part of it. I've already seen a lot of people in costumes playing around with the theme, so that's great. Our publication staff has put a lot of work into it, and we think it looks amazing, and we hope you all enjoy it. So where can you put yourself into this theme? You may have noticed around the hotel and convention center, our team of heroes have assembled in photo spots. We have 5 locations for your enjoyment. There's one here down, right outside the ballroom here, downstairs in gaming in the international level, and upstairs in the lobby level by the glass door. Over at the convention center, you'll also find them outside Artist Alley in the South Ballroom, and down at registration in Hall A. We encourage you to take selfies and photos and post them to your favorite social media platform using the hashtag FurFest. Also at the Hyatt, we have the Fursuit photo shoot room in the LaGuardia at the lobby level. Here we have staff photographers, professional grade equipment, and props to allow you to put on your best superhero or supervillain pose. The hours for this are today, it opens at 2 p.m. and closes at 6. On Saturday, 12 noon to 6 p.m., and on Sunday, 12 noon to 4 p.m. There may be some additional times listed in Sched if you look. If you could pull the image up here, another fun thing that we've done here, the theming team has done this year, is create a set of trading cards, because all superheroes need trading cards, right? So we have 12 of them, and they're all free, but they're spread around, so you have to kind of go around and collect them. There's 2,500 sets, so if you want a full set, you have to make it a priority to get them. The listing of where the cards are on the front here, but I'll go ahead and rattle them off for you real quick. In the Hyatt, we have them at the volunteer table in the Dulles room, lobby level. At the info desk, which is just outside the grand ballroom here. In the accessibility room, which is also just outside the grand ballroom. And in gaming, downstairs in the international level. At the convention center, they're at the charity auction table in dealer's room, Hall G. In the art show in South Ballroom, and also at the info desk there in the convention center, which is in the hallway between the South and North Ballrooms. You just go up to them, and there should be a little pile of them. Please take one, only one, though.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. The 12th...
Don't be that person.
Person, thank you.
We have more than just guys here.
Yes. Now, that's how you get 11 of the cards. The 12th card is a little more tricky sometimes. It is being handed out by staff members that see you do something good. This could be something as simple as holding a door open or helping somebody out. You can also get this card by just helping us out and by volunteering. With all that said, you can see that we have a lot of artwork here done for our theming, our signage, our badges, our swag, etc. So I want to take a moment to thank everyone that has provided us artwork for this. Our guests of honors in front of us here, Solar Dog, Now, and AC Stewart. We also have some staff artists that submitted stuff. Ed B. Cawley, Remy Wolf, D. Bruin, Soro, Helios, and Sculpty Bear. And finally, we have some that we commissioned off. These came from Jackaloo, Skyfox, Allosaurix, Dagpaw, Neelix, Tokyozilla, Clam Crusher, Casty, and Cappy Rain. So we want to thank all the artists that have helped provide artwork and assets to make our theming come together for you to enjoy. Now, you may be asking yourself, how can I take some of this theming home? Well, we have a con store that is located in the dealer's room in Hall G right as you enter. There you'll be able to buy our theme t-shirt and polo shirt that we have. For sponsors, this was something that was given to you, and if you didn't collect it yesterday in registration, you can go and collect that at the con store. Remember your tickets. There will also be a few other items available for sale. I want to take this moment to thank RAF and Artwork T for powering our convention store. They came in and replaced another organization that retired that had been our con store provider from the very beginning, day one, for over 20 years. If you are unable to get to the con store, in a few days after the convention, t-shirts and polos will be available for purchase online. Please watch our social media for the announcements, and you'll be able to purchase this up until the end of the year. Continuing on, have you ever had that feeling that you've lost something? Maybe it's your mask, your super suit, or your secret identity. My marbles. We might have found it, except Duncan's marbles. You can come to our operations department. That's where you can pick up lost and found items. It is located in the lobby level in Ronald Reagan. It is open from 8 a.m. to 12 midnight. And they can also help you with some general questions. But that is not the only place that you can get some general questions answered. We also have our 2 info desks. One is located just outside the grand ballroom, and the other is located in the convention center between the north and south ballrooms in the hallway. They'll be happy to tell you where stuff might be located, what time stuff is happening, and some other general information if you need it. I do want to take a moment to mention that a good superhero team takes a lot of good support teams, and I want to thank our logistics team for making sure our stuff gets here, and our hospitality team for keeping our staff and volunteers energized. And speaking of volunteering again, we can always use as many hands as we can get. If you are interested in volunteering, please go to the Dulles room in the lobby level. You can sign up so you'll get some nifty swag, including that 12th card. You'll get access to our staff lounge for quick nibbles throughout the day. And if you help us enough, you might get a registration for MFF 2023. So thank you again. And now I'll pass off to Hino for talking about the facilities.
This year, Midwest FurFest has some great partner hotels, including the Aloft O'Hare, Comfort Inn, and Crown Plaza O'Hare. And this year, we are welcoming the Rose Hotel and the Hilton Garden Inn to the Midwest FurFest family. The Hyatt Regency O'Hare is delighted to host us for the 12th year. And for those staying at our partner hotels, the Comfort Inn and Comfort Suites are running shuttles throughout the weekend. Additionally, shuttles will be running continuous loop between the Hilton Garden Inn and the Hyatt Regency O'Hare Friday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. every 30 minutes. As in 2021, the Dealer's Den is in Hall G, and Art Show, Artist Alley, and Marketplace are right nearby. With the exception of registration, everything is on the second floor of the convention center. Be sure to follow all of the signs and maps provided to get where you need to go. Don't forget there's a full-service Starbucks on the first floor of the convention center too, to help with your daily caffeine needs. Getting to the convention center is easy. Of course, there's the Sky Bridge from the Hyatt to the convention center, which we have conveniently set to swing between 100 degrees and absolute zero. You can also walk across Bryn Mawr Avenue to the front entrance of the convention center. If you are staying at our partner hotels or checking out some local food, our friends at the Rosemont Police Department will be assisting pedestrians crossing River Road in front of the convention center all weekend long. You may have noticed on our social media, we put out a request for drink submissions, and the Hyatt has worked with us on the Hero Drink contest this year. These drinks are available. We actually had 2 winners this year, and these drinks are available in the Red Bar, and $1 will be donated from every purchase. As in previous years, you can find the gender-neutral bathrooms on the entry level just outside of the Rosemont Ballroom, and in the convention center, they're located just outside Art Show. Like an army, a convention runs on its stomach. We have you covered. In addition to great food options here at the Hyatt and concession stands in the dealer's den. There is the Parkway Bank Park just a few blocks away, and the Fashion Outlets Mall a little further away. Don't forget that Kate and Jan's food truck will be parked outside door at the Hyatt each day throughout the weekend. Don't forget there is a free shuttle that runs from the front door of the convention center to the Blue Line CTA stop, Parkway Bank Park, and Fashion Outlet Mall that runs late into the evening all weekend. One last thing. Did you see the awesome art on your hotel keys and many of our partner hotels? A full set of those will be available in our charity auction, and that may be your only opportunity to get all of them. I want to thank you all, and we hope you have a terrific weekend.
Alrighty, so it is noon, so I want to kind of zip through the rest of these things here and get you on your way to the rest of the convention. Hopefully you want to get out there and do things. Security has asked me to say that, as always, if you see something, please say something to staff. And if you're wondering how that's possible, you can, of course, find the phone number on the back of your badge. You can identify members of security by their brightly colored vests. You can find any member of staff with their lanyards or hard badges. Or you can visit our security department directly in Liberty, which is located on the upper level of the domed conference center. This is something I hate to mention, but I think there is great value in it. The Illinois Medical Amnesty Law provides freedom from persecution for underage drinking when someone is under 21 and calls for medical assistance arising from the consumption of alcohol. If something happens, our greatest concern is your medical safety. Please say something. We will take care of you. We are also really excited to welcome Howard Brown back this year to provide free and confidential HIV testing, and we have extended this to 2 locations, both here and at the convention center across the street. You can, of course, check Sked for details, times, and locations. Our crowd control department would like us to remind you that while elevators are a miracle of modern technology, we don't use them in a way that is really typical of most corporate events. We are both extremely mobile and we carry a lot of baggage.
Physical and emotional.
Yes. Please respect our crowd control volunteers, and if you're going upstairs in the main tower here, please enter the queue on the ground level. When you are coming down, please only take the elevators moving in the downward direction. Do not go up to go down. It slows everyone down. Finally, this should also go without saying, but please do not jump in the elevators. The best case scenario is you break them and get stuck, and the worst case is, yeah, you get stuck longer. Oh.
Well.
The worst case is you get stuck longer.
We'll go with that.
Yes, yes.
Also, escalators. They're also amazing, and this should also go without saying, but please refrain from using them as gymnastics equipment anymore. If there's enough weight or drag on the handrails, they magically transform into stairs. Expensive stairs. Finally, registration. I want to extend a personal thanks to our registration team who managed to personally welcome over 7,000 attendee registrations so far, hitting a peak of, yeah, that's, whew. Thursday was amazing. We hit a peak of over 1,090 registrations per hour, which is astounding. So, yeah. And with that, off to Duncan.
All right. You have heard a lot of information. You don't need to hear from me anymore. I want you all to go out. I want you to have a great convention, and we'll see you again at closing ceremonies. Thank you so much for coming.